Hi everyone, Toridi. Another fine day, another very, very beautiful day, and another very, very beautiful today, or another very beautiful day is the same thing. Today I'm here with someone who's doing a lot already for the community. I reach out to him, and because of what people have been telling me, because of what people say, and you guys know on this platform, but one thing we are really, really interested about is talking to people who can put out information that can actually switch the way our community look at things, switch the way our community is going. We need to go towards a positive direction. 200 years from now, none of us will be alive. So if there is one thing we want to do is make sure we leave a legacy. I don't know what your definition of legacy is, but for me, it's about doing something we go make the picking after we very, very proud. Welcome to Tuide, my boss.
Thank you, Toride. Thank you for receiving me.
I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time. And thank you for coming. How family and everything?
No, we are doing great and we thank God for everything.
Okay. So I know me personally, I know you. But and so many other people probably when they even watch this video, they probably know you. The question now should be for those the few who probably don't know you yet. Tell us about you, your names and where you're from.
Wow. Yeah, I believe some majority of people know me, but just a cross section, I believe, don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Pascal Ondifoba, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from the country called Cameroon. And
Mm-hmm.
I got to this country, the land of the dream, the dreamland, land of opportunities, about 8 to 9 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
in search of what the American dream. And I am still not. I have two girls.
Mm-hmm.
I had a relationship, but it did not end well. So, but my dream, everything I work for right now,
Mm-hmm.
is for those two lovely uh,
Beautiful
girls,
ladies.
beautiful girls. So,
Wow. So are you from Cameroon? When
yeah.
last did you go back home?
Last year, exactly last year, April
Mm-hmm.
2022.
Wow. How was it? Fun?
It was not fun because I did not get to go back to my own fatherland due to the crisis
The
going
crisis.
on,
Man, that
and
thing
we
is
had a lot of stuff I had to end at a certain point with my family, and
mm-hmm.
had to just leave and come visit me. A lot going on, and it's really sad. And I pray everything goes on well.
Definitely, that's our prayer. Now, our prayer that for we all see someday things will get better and we can just go back home and enjoy. I dey ever tell my friend they say, "I the vex will come my own time. I don't be bush for like you remember when we were kids back home." We dey for Kati, that grandfather they dey bush that time. By the way, that's me. I speak English. I switch to pidgin. Like I'm just crazy.
That's cool though.
Yeah. So I remember back in the days when we were younger, and we had this other grandfather they bush when they come for that Christmas time. Umoto, with this, with that, man. They're like, we envy these guys. We look up to them, and then I'm like, man, one time we don't be bush for like, you know, if you go Kati, you go free. Wait so, yeah, you talked about you, but you did not talk about what you do.
Okay, cool. I was still to go there, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, we have a situation going on,
Mm-hmm.
and we needed to at least
Address it.
address how it's affecting all our community.
Mm-hmm.
I could not get to see my classmates,
Mm-hmm.
my old friends, and all the like. So, uh, when I got to this country,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone else, you
Yeah.
start from the base.
Yeah.
Toride, you will understand it should have happened to you too immediately
Yeah.
you got here.
Yeah.
Your first dollar you made, you confirmed you had to convert it to franc
First
CFA,
safer.
and you thought you had a lot of money because
Money.
back home I was like, oh, I was a high school teacher in
Yeah.
Cameroon,
Mm-hmm.
and when I got here in 2014, my first job was a stocker in a store.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I was paid $8 an hour.
You were like,
Then I
damn,
converted the first month. I was just like my first pay. I had to send all my friends, my colleagues that I was
something.
in school. I left the school with them, and I said, "Man, there's money here. There's, but At the end of the month, because I knew that it was $8 converted to francs, it was
Mhm.
$5.50
Yeah.
times $8. That's how
Yeah.
much
For
per
1
hour.
hour. Yeah.
I took a deep breath. I said, "Wow,
I don't mean
I've
I don't
arrived.
mean a
This is
rich
where
man.
actually they are harvesting the money." But guess what, Toride? At
Mhm.
the end of the day,
Mhm.
at the end of the month,
Mhm.
I found out I had nothing
Yeah.
in my account.
Wow.
Nothing.
Wow.
Because the bills, all the money goes back here.
Mhm.
And what was the main reason? Because we don't understand money.
Wow.
But I did not have that coach. I did not have that somebody to direct me.
Mhm.
So I got a job with the state of Texas to work
Mhm.
in the prison.
Mhm.
And when I worked there from 2015, I became a supervisor.
Mhm.
But guess what? Within those years I was working,
Mhm.
the first 3 months I was made employee of the month.
Mhm.
When I was made employee of the month, they gave me a parking spot to really guess the type of car I had. It
What?
was a 22,000 Toyota Camry with a bumper off.
What?
Then they expected me to come and park that
Park it
car.
where?
That's the only gift they gave to me, a parking spot at the. They gave me a parking spot at the spot.
Yeah,
And
and I think it should be closer to
to
where
the
you
warden,
work.
the
Yeah.
big you are when you leave your car, you hop into the office. You
The
have a
building.
big park. That's the only thing they give you as employee of the month. So I thought they will give me some monetary compensation for that.
Mhm.
But one Nigerian guy is a good friend of mine.
Mhm.
He bought an Infinity.
Mhm.
So he decided to rent that parking spot. I said, that's cool. He works up. So I gave out the parking spot for $50
Mhm.
for that 1 month
Mhm.
because I could not afford to park that old Toyota Camry as a new driver here, everything.
Mhm.
And that's how my life began. Then I worked from that level. In 2019, I was promoted to the rank of a lieutenant in the
Mhm.
main prison in Dallas.
Mhm.
Here, one of the state prisons, state jails in Dallas here, where I worked there for a year and a half.
Mhm.
But as a supervisor, that's where I started thinking differently.
Mhm.
That's where my mindset switched
Yeah.
from corporate America,
Mhm.
from a mindset of an employee
Yeah.
to an entrepreneur. Because previously I was working.
Mhm.
Then when I needed extra money, I go in for overtime. And when I went in for overtime, it covers the bill. I thought I'm doing good.
Yeah.
But as a supervisor, you don't have to do overtime. The only thing they give you is time.
Mhm.
So I was pushed to the wall.
Wow.
I started thinking beyond my box. That's where I started where I'm right now.
Mhm.
I look at it, I said, but what business in America
Mhm.
is really sustainable?
Mhm.
What is it that you can do that is sustainable that people need every day?
Mhm.
So I paid a course with Kaplan University,
Mhm.
and it took me 5-7 days
Mhm.
to complete the course. I got an insurance license. Then I applied with the state. The state offered me a license. I went through fingerprinting and all the like.
Mhm.
And that insurance license was property and casualty, whereby I can insure cars, homes, and other like.
Mhm.
I started doing that part-time. I
Mhm.
was still working in the prison
Mhm.
until I kept developing my knowledge. And today,
Mhm.
I can be proud that I'm a retired 40s,
Yeah.
very young man, retired from
Mhm.
corporate America,
Wow.
owning my own business of my own.
Mhm.
Because from that onset, since I was pushed to the wall, I could not afford my bills, I started thinking. But guess what? My main goal was to get this information. What I've discovered, I decided, when you invited me, I decided I cannot keep it to myself.
That's true.
I need to let my community know, though you'll be comfortable where you are,
Mhm.
but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I believe that's, in summary, that's my journey. And today I'm in an interview with you to see maybe someone out there might have a mindset change
Mhm.
from today, listening to us.
Will it be okay to refer to you as an insurance agent, or what is the term for what you do?
Yeah, basically I'm a financial professional.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can still refer to me as an insurance agent
Mhm.
because I'm licensed
Mhm.
uh, to do health insurance. I'm
Mhm.
licensed to do life insurance. I'm
Mhm.
licensed to do or sort of property and casualty insurance.
Okay.
So I'm a general line agent.
Okay.
And when you get to that level, then you have so many companies you work with.
Mhm.
You don't work for them.
Yeah.
Because I started at first with one of, I don't want to call any carrier's name here.
Yeah.
That's where I got my inspiration. They helped me. I could not write policies or any other company
Yeah.
except them. So when I got some knowledge about them, then I started looking up to brokerage company as independent insurance agent.
Wow. Man, I think I like the way this is going. I know one of the things I've always excuse me, coughing. One of the things I've noticed about our community is, like you said, financial knowledge, how much financial knowledge we have and how we are using this knowledge. Until we start efficiently using this knowledge, we will continue to do two jobs, we'll continue to do overtime, we'll continue to do GoFundMe's, we'll continue to do all these things that most of the other people, you know who I'm talking about, they don't do. More go more for Facebook for now, more share the video. I'll send you the link right away. More share the video so if we get people then, because one other thing I want to do is I want people from across the world who are watching to have that opportunity also to ask questions
Yeah.
about what you do. I don't send you the link now. If we share them.
My phone.
Yeah, send it to your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll share them and then we'll continue.
Okay. I should share it on my.
Reduce that phone volume. One other thing I want to do is you know how to do it.
Okay, just do it.
Just copy the link. You copy this link.
Mm-hmm.
So you go now for your WhatsApp. Any person you want to send up, you just paste them for the
Yeah.
and then yeah, you'll get the link. If you get any groups or you want to share them,
Yeah, I want to send a group.
just paste them for them. Yeah, for those who are watching, man, today we have a financial professional, and it's a beautiful thing. If there's one thing you want to start doing, at the moment, is make sure you know how money works. I know so many other financial professionals in the community, and what I try to do is make sure I bring the best of the best to my platform so they can share their knowledge, they can share knowledge, they can share what they know with our community, because that is what we want to do, share what we have. So our community can not only grow, but 200 years from now, when we are not there, at least we'll be placed somewhere better than where we were many years ago. Boss,
Yeah,
are you still sharing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a lot of proof.
Dum, 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 dum. Play some more music. You never finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, just share for some few group, and then I think we need to go ahead because we have a few people watching already.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so let us start with tell us who a financial professional is in your own words.
Yeah, a financial professional is someone
Mm-hmm.
who works with people of all income levels,
Mm-hmm.
educate them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, mind you, educate, not advise.
Mm-hmm.
They are not financial advisors.
Mm-hmm.
They educate people of all income levels on strategies
Yeah.
that they can help them have a better financial future.
Yep.
That's basically what we do.
Yeah.
So at that point, when you help people, they understand it, they end up saving more
Mm-hmm.
and spending less,
Yeah.
live within their means,
Mm-hmm.
and they end up eliminating or reducing their debts.
Wow.
Because when you educate somebody, you are not
Mhm.
an advisor.
Mm-hmm.
You are letting them know something exists,
Mm-hmm.
and when they have that urge of making a decision
Mm-hmm.
towards that,
Yeah.
guess what? They become better. They improve their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs, that of their family, and their generations to come, if they make informed decisions
Mm-hmm.
from the knowledge you give to them. You did not advise them,
Yeah.
but you educated them that something exists that they did not know.
Wow. So how are you like, what is your strategy? What are you doing actually to impact our community with the knowledge you have already? What are some of the things you're doing at the moment?
Wow, that's a beautiful question.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you from the beginning of our discussion,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an insurance agent. I started
Mm-hmm.
as an insurance agent.
Mm-hmm.
Then, in the course of my doing that,
Yeah.
I discovered that most of our people, our community,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have time for themselves. They get robbed without them knowing.
Yeah.
Take, for instance, when I was issuing someone's insurance policy, like car
Mm-hmm.
insurance,
Mm-hmm.
somebody knows that he has insurance.
Yep.
He changed a bank account without even
Letting the insurance know.
without changing then he went for 6, 7 months, 2, 3 months without coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have an accident. They're
Yeah.
involved in an accident just because it was minor. They never mind to call the police
Mm-hmm.
to get a police report.
Wow.
Guess what? The other person who is more knowledgeable,
Mm-hmm.
they go file the claim. It falls back on you that you were at fault.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you do, you cannot remove it. Why? You don't have a police report to back you up.
Wow.
No matter how small it is. When I discovered our people were going through all of this situation,
Mm-hmm.
I took it not as a business,
Mm-hmm.
but when I have one-on-one with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to get a business or write a policy with me,
Mm-hmm.
but I find satisfaction.
Yeah.
I find it so appealing. If I can educate you, I take you from below. There are certain items in your policy that you need to understand. That education, when I give to people, I feel some sort of satisfaction.
Wow.
Because they now become aware of their situation,
Mm-hmm.
of what to do in case something happens and how to navigate through. And there's certain items within your policy that you need to understand. So I take them through.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are my customer, you are my client or not, guess what? I try to put you through it, make sure you understand it. No matter whether you get coverage from somewhere else, at least I feel satisfied that I've educated one of my community members
Mm-hmm.
to do what? To save more and
Wow.
spend less.
Now, I think I should go back to the question. What is insurance all about?
In few words, it's a contract. And
Yeah.
what is a contract?
You have to answer the question.
That is a contract is just you accept it or you leave it.
Okay.
It's a binding agreement between you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, in case of a loss,
Mm-hmm.
sickness,
Wow.
or death,
Wow.
you cover me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most people consider insurance as something different. But guess what? What really baffles me a lot is about most people tend to insure their phones.
Mm-hmm.
iPhone Pro Max 14 and all the like, they insure. I believe you have. If you have one, I believe you have an insurance on it, so that in case there's a loss or there's anything,
you get a new one.
But I don't believe you have life insurance for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You
Most
have?
people don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
Why? Because they believe on the other aspect of it. They believe only their flight can be covered. They believe only their TVs can be covered.
Mm-hmm.
They believe only their computers can be covered. Their cars can be covered. But the human being driving that car, they don't get it. Yes, I give you car insurance, but what is my goal? I want to protect you 100%. The car, you, and your family.
Wow.
That is just my goal. And as I answer my question, when you go into an insurance contract, it's just to say, okay, in case something happens, the other person pays for it.
Wow.
And that comes with an upfront premium, something we call premium, a fee you can pay monthly, quarterly, annually. It depends on what type of insurance do you want, what type of coverage do you want, what do you want to protect? Is it your home, your properties, your wedding ring, your gold ring, your chain, anything you can cover?
I have this question. I don't know. I've seen people say this online, and I feel like it's a joke. But now that I have a professional standing and sitting in front of me, maybe I should ask my question.
Yeah.
Someone said Beyonce. You know Beyonce, the popular Beyonce.
Yes.
That I think it's Jay-Z, or I don't know if it's Beyonce herself, actually has an insurance for her bum, her backside. Is that possible?
You can have insurance or anything.
Wow.
That you have. You can, if it's affordable, you can afford it. But one thing people fail to, that's just I don't want to go into all of those material stuff. I don't really, if someone has insurance for himself, the living being itself, it makes me feel more comfortable than giving insurance for your bum or for whatever. So
maybe that is what is important to them.
That is it. But anything you value, not really important.
Yeah.
What you value.
Yeah.
What you value is what you insure, you protect. And what is insurance? It's just protection. That is it.
Wow.
Insurance is just a protection. That you protect that thing from loss. In case anything happens, somebody steals it, you get it back. And it replaces the value.
Yeah.
Just the same way it was prior to you buying it.
So now this is a thing with our community. You talked about, I don't know, maybe we should first of all talk about the different types of insurance that exist.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just run through them real fast, and then I can ask the next question.
Oh, we have so many types of insurance. It depends on it. If I start naming them, you will not, but we group them into categories.
Yeah.
We have property and casualty, which property and casualty takes care of your cars, your home, your trucking. It can be commercial. If you have a truck, you have maybe you run a business. Guess what? Your liabilities in that business, you protect it. All of them fall under the category of property and casualty.
Okay.
Which I'm also licensed to do. And you have life insurance.
Yeah.
Which is you protecting yourself. And under life, we have 4 categories. Or 2 categories, term and permanent. Under term, we have group life, which most people say they have at work, which ends at work. And another term is just that it gives you coverage for a particular period of time.
Okay.
And the maximum length of time you can have coverage is 30 years. That's the maximum you can get. And the last type is permanent. There are 2 types. We have whole life, which you pay premium to the same amount till you are age 100. It grows to some cash.
Yeah.
You can borrow from it. Then we have the index universal life, which most people don't know about it. And that particular type of insurance has a tax code, which is called 7702. And that 7702 helps you protect your money to an extent.
Wow.
And it has living benefits too, in case you are diagnosed of cancer, stroke, paralysis, depending on what coverage the company that we work with decides, or this the situation where you can be covered. It's a life insurance, but guess what? You use it while you are still alive. You accelerate your death benefit while you are still alive. Some companies give you up to $500,000.
Jesus Christ.
Or if you are diagnosed of heart attack, but you don't have to die to use it. So, and that's basically part of the education I'm trying to. I involve everybody, that when you come to me, I give you that education. You can decide to say, Pascal, how do I go about it? Then you and I go to a contract, a business. But if you say, okay, let me find somebody else, that's fine. But I'm satisfied that I gave you that education, that something else exists out there beyond your group life at work, beyond what you think about, beyond your phone insurance, beyond your TV insurance, beyond your boom boom insurance and other like you said it.
So someone just made a comment right now. Most people in our community don't want to do the life insurance things because they feel like the benefit is only after death. Like, so by the
No.
way, yeah. So, and that was how I used to feel. Like, oh, life insurance, it's only after you die. It is for people who are still here to probably take away the cost from them spending and all of that. Can you go into that a little bit and tell us how this insurance work? If life insurance is just about benefiting, I know you talk a little bit about it, but I want you to
Elaborate
go,
on
yeah,
it.
to elaborate on that.
Oh, thank you for that comment. I thought the same way until 2019. In 2017, somebody introduced life insurance to me. I did not take it serious. I said, if I die, it's just about dead, right? I'm not doing it. I went to work. While at work, I said I had life. I elected $200,000, elected 4, where they said they will give it. That's group life.
Yeah.
I thought I was covered. But guess what? When you leave that job, that is the end of that.
Yep.
And when you change job, you have to go to another place to get that. When I started reading, and I discovered that our community they don't read. They depend on the internet. Internet is someone's opinion to an extent. But yet, there's no degree, PhD, that you will get a reference. You give Google as your reference. Now, you must give a book. And the secret of this country where we live in right now lies in books. So when I started reading some books, and if anybody needs a book, they can drop their, I will send them those materials. But if they can get it, they can get some financial pocket. There's a book called Financial Pocket Knife. It's about $2, $3 on Amazon. Money Wealth Life Insurance. We have the Retirement Miracle. All of those, they are great write-ups. So when I started reading books, I asked myself, really? So I can withdraw money from my life insurance? I'm still alive. Withdraw it. I can borrow money. Instead of me going to the bank to borrow money from the bank to actually pay off a down payment for my home, I can take it from my life insurance. That's when I went in detail. I started looking at it. I discovered that there was a tax code. There's a particular Internal Revenue Code called 7702. Under that tax code, that you can withdraw money out of your life insurance. And those some of them were upgraded in 1982 under the TEFRA. The TEFRA tax code that, hey, the plan, we scheduled that it grows tax-free. In 1984, DEVRA was enacted into law that you can take money out of it tax-free. Then in 1988, that is given to your family tax-free. Tell me which financial bucket can you do that without you being taxed by Uncle Sam? But we are not deviating from the fact that he has a clause called life insurance to protect your life. Why is it having all those tax codes? Because they consider that money doesn't belong to you. It belongs to your family. But did you know you can withdraw money from it? So when I have a one-on-one meeting with anybody I meet who is ready to listen to me, guess what? I give them the benefits. If you are ready to go in, I first of all start with the financial need analysis. I don't just give you a policy that will stress you the more. How much can you put aside every month for your legacy, for your kids' college, to replace your income in case you fall sick and you are not able to work tomorrow? How much? When you determine it, we see what you can qualify for. And not everybody qualifies for it. You must go through some health situations. But when is the best time? When you learn about the information, you go in for it when you are still healthy. Do you know they can disqualify you for life insurance if you have a lot of speeding ticket?
Wow.
Do you know why? You are suicidal.
Okay.
Okay. If you have a situation right now and you say, okay, let me go think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking now, somebody is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's bringing some information. It's bringing some truths in some people that they did not know about
That's
something
true.
like this exists.
Yeah.
And let me go think about it. Wait, take 1 week. At the end, they have about some tickets from a police or they get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem there. So we are
And that can
educating
cause you
people.
to not get insured.
Very likely.
Wow.
Very likely. You need to be, because nobody's going to a contract to do it. Remember how we explained what is a contract?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to a contract to
To
lose.
lose.
Neither the insurance company is going to a contract to ensure somebody who is just totally a risk to them, a higher risk.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in car insurance.
Yeah.
If you find you're 17, 16 years old, you put yourself 16, 17 years old to your policy, insurance policy, guess what? The premium will be up because
Mm-hmm.
your 16 years is a high risk.
I consider reckless.
That's regular. That's a
Yeah.
high risk.
Yeah.
And anybody going into a contract, whether a business contract, anything with somebody, what do you want to get? You want to get some benefit from that contract.
Yeah.
You don't want to insure something tomorrow, you start paying a claim that is more than. That's why then the reverse is true with life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Young people are more advantageous. That's why I encourage young people. The best thing before you enter into any other stuff, you protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get older, guess what? You become a high risk to the insurance company. So no insurance company will go into a risk with somebody who is a liability to them.
So is that saying if you try to get an insurance where you are physically really fit, it possibly gonna be cheaper? But then, even as you grow older or you get sick and all of that, they're not going to just bump up your cost because
No, insurance depends on 3 factors.
Okay.
The cost of insurance depends on 3 factors.
Okay.
The first is how much are you ready to cover yourself with? We are talking about life insurance. How much you are ready to cover yourself with? Even with auto insurance. If you want that they should pay you more claim, guess what? You go to 50, 130 or 50, 100, 100, 100.
Wow.
Whereby if you have bodily injury, they pay you 100,000. You have property damage, they pay you 200,000. Depends on what. You can, depends on the contract you want.
Okay.
The more you have it, the coverage, the more the premium.
Wow.
That is the first thing. The second is your sex. In life insurance, women are more favored. You know, women, we men go through a lot stress. They work overnight. They go through a lot of stuff. So the companies consider them a little bit high risk. Men die faster earlier than women. So if you see a 30 years old female, you run a quote for a 30 years female and a male, they have a difference of about $5, $6, $7.
Wow.
That would determine the premium. Then the last thing that would determine your premium is your age. That's the greatest factor. The younger you are, the better. I educate most of my people, instead of having a lot of baby showers, get something for your kids. College. Start from when they are 15 days. By the time that child is 30 years, he's a millionaire.
Wow.
Do you believe that?
It's coming from a professional. Why should I not believe?
Yeah. That's why our people don't believe. Because you spend $30 every month, or you decide that, oh, this is a tax season. I claim this child during the taxes, right? They are dependents. That money, you place it where? In their box. That box is where? Their life insurance. They have coverage. And when they have coverage, by the time they're 18 going to college or 20, they are going to college, you can withdraw money from that account that has grown. In the past 20 years, like especially the 7702 account, IRS 7702 account, which is the IUR, guess what? The performance had been 8.02% or 9% in the past 20 years, since 2020, since 2000. Okay. You put a little that money annually. You don't even, it doesn't touch your salary. It doesn't touch your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a tax return. If you say, oh, this child, you claim this amount from this child, you put it in that bucket.
Mm-hmm.
You have $1 million for that baby. By the time that child is 19, 20, going to college, you go back to that account. You withdraw money from there, put that child to college.
Wow.
And when you put that child to college, the child comes out as what? A doctor. You take money from that account, open his own clinic. No one will ever read your child's resume. And you give them as their wedding gift.
Wow.
You hand the account to them.
This sounds more like something a specific group of people have been doing for the past how many 100 years?
Only the wealthy knew about it. We have the mentality that the only way to get money is work your
double
butt out,
shift.
double shift and all the like. But when I'm proud to say I retired at my 40s,
Mm-hmm.
and I find pleasure in educating my community on what is important to them, on what they actually need to know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to come to me to get that coverage, but at the same time, if you find a need that all your insurance needs has to be on the same bucket, then I'm the right fit, though, because I cover from health to property and casualty to your life. So at that point, I'm the main agent to your family. I'm the main financial educator for you to make a sound decision.
Boss, we'll go back again. We'll share small.
Yeah.
We'll get more people, and then I'll read the questions the way people don't ask them.
Okay.
So we feel continue.
Okay. Let me see. 1 second.
Wow, someone asked a very important question,
Yeah.
and this is someone who is always on the platform. So their question is, how do you afford to? Because you talked about the double shifts and all of that, and according to them, the premiums are sometimes expensive and all of that. So how do you afford to pay these huge premiums if you don't do the double shift, or you don't do the jobs like people in our community are doing?
That's a beautiful question that people ask every day. The first thing is how much do you save a month in a bank? Recently, we had Silicon Valley going down in California, Valley Bank. They also have life insurance.
Wow.
Guess what? They take part of that, their life insurance. The banks also have life insurance. We have statistics. If you get a one-on-one, maybe insurance is a highly regulated industry. I make a financial need analysis of you. How much debt do you have? How much do you intend to save every month? If it is $200, then we get a coverage that will qualify you for $200.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you have to go to huge premiums. If you have a 30, depending on your age, sometimes it's too late for you to get that. But for your kids, there's something for everybody. Everyone has something. So it's just about the mindset. How much do you? Then I don't only end at that. I try to educate you to educate other people. Then in the course of doing that, you become a business partner. You make money out of it. Okay. An example is me. When I started, I was still working. How much was I paid a month? 2,000, 3,000 every month. But I already had my own coverage. But what I did was I made a financial need analysis of myself. Guess what? I reduced the number of times I go to clubs. If I was to go to clubs every month, 4 times in a month, I now reduce to 1 or 2. And at a certain point, I don't go to clubs anymore.
You invest the money elsewhere.
Why not take the money and okay, I take $200 and buy 1 million.
Wow.
How long will it take you to raise 1 million? Then in case you fall sick, like I told you about the advantages of this particular type of insurance, guess what? They protect you. There's something, Toride, that I want to share with my community. If you decide to buy a home and you have a down payment of, let's say, $30,000, you buy that home. If you fall sick, you develop, let's say, cancer, stroke, God forbid, it happens, and you're not able to pay that mortgage. Who comes and knocks at your door? Let me ask you this. I know you don't want to answer any question, though. Who will knock at your door the next? You have a mortgage.
Yep.
Then you fall sick, you are not able to pay that mortgage for some few months. Who will knock at your door to take back the home?
The company.
The mortgage company, right? But what if you had a life insurance whereby you have the same situation? Instead, money comes back to your home. It replaces your income. Your children will still go to the same private college. Your children will still maintain the same standard of living, eat the same way. That's just the education will give people that there are options.
Yeah.
We have problems. Then what are you preparing for your retirement? Especially, this goes to our business men and women in our community. They don't work with corporate America employees where they set up 401k plan for them. What plan do you have? We try to help them. They can set that as their retirement plan. Hey, every month I will save $500 for my retirement. Because that money grows for you tax-free, tax-deferred. You don't have to pay taxes on it, though it grows with the market. That's why it's called indexing. Indexing means it has a floor and a cap. So how does indexing work? The insurance company gives you a floor. Some give you, we work with a lot of them, which they are A-rated companies. Some give you a floor of 0%, some give you a floor of 0.75%. No matter how the market goes down to minus 100%, you still make 0.75%, or you don't make anything, which is zero. Your money that you made the previous year is maintained in that account. Then they give you a cap. That's where they took now to balance the minus they had. Guess what? If their cap is 13% and the market goes to 20%, the insurance company will now benefit what they got from the difference of 20%, which is 7%, 20 and 13%, which is 7%. That's where they get now to balance up their own income. But you don't lose a dime. Compared to you putting the money in the stock market that has no cap and no floor. And if I pose this question to our audience right now, that if you have $1,000 in your stock market, the first year, markets went down by 50%. And the following year, the next year, the markets go up by 50%. How much do you have in your account?
I don't even know how that works.
No, I mean, somebody can answer on the call right now, because at that point, when you understand the mathematics about stock market, then you will see that this particular type of policy.
Can I answer that question out of common sense?
Yes.
If the market drops by 50%, you're definitely going to lose something. But if it increases by 50%, what you're going to gain is probably not going to be equivalent to what you lost when it dropped 50%. Is that possible?
So what would be the answer? Out of that $1,000, you lose 50% of it, then you make 50% the next. How much do you have in your account?
So the 50% you're making is not going to, it's not going to have the value, the equivalent of what you lost. So let's say you lost 50% first.
Yeah.
So that was like half of the money.
Yes.
But then in percentage though, when you're gaining 50%, the value is not going to be $500. To round it up to 1,000,
Yeah.
it's probably good, because generally I think that's how money
I like
works.
that, because most people answer every time I ask this question.
Yeah.
Everybody will say you still have 1,000. You
No.
have
No,
750.
generally that's not how money
Because
works.
they will calculate your interest based on how much total you have right now.
Yeah.
So you have 500. You lost 50%. You now have $500. Guess what? The next year when you gain 50%, you have $250 or $500.
Voila. So okay, I did not look at it that way, but I know that is one thing. Like you're saying, financial knowledge is really, really important. When I started talking to certain people, I learned a lot. Especially this whole idea of leaving money in your bank account, doing this, doing that. Like, it depreciates with time, whether I like it or not.
Yeah, of course.
So the better thing to do is look for somewhere and invest that money.
Of course.
Look for somewhere that is trustworthy, somewhere that we need education from people like you to actually know where to put our money strategically. So with time, it appreciates. I think that's the word I was looking for. Boss, let me ask you. You were talking about, you made mention of something, baby showers and this and that, and you were like, oh, maybe our community should start thinking more about investing in other things rather than baby showers or parties on this and that and that. Maybe you have a message for our community at this point in time. If we were to talk to our community on where to invest or what to do, what will you say to them?
I've touched a little bit basically on it, and I'm not against baby shower. For real, it makes the family happy. But at the same time, a child can have a coverage of just $200,000. That will cost you not up to $100 a month. You invest part of that money. I'm not saying you should not do baby showers for our kids, but the best bet is for you to create a bucket where that child will always live to remember you. Even though you were born poor, it wasn't their fault. But if you die poor after getting this information, if you die poor, it's your fault. After getting the information, some of us are so stigmatized with the always. Oh, since they have to do baby shower and this and that and other, it's good. It's a good thing for the family, though. Now, for the people to come and eat and drink, I don't mind you invite me. I'll come, but I will still educate you that there's something better you would have done. But we are telling our community, let's invest in our children at an early age, before they develop any critical medical condition, before they go into some illegal activities and all the like. They have that protection, and they have that protection whereby for the rest of their life, you will pay the same premium. If it is $50, it will be $50 till that child is 100 years.
Wow.
So what else? And when the child is 18, 20, they start working, you hand them over the policy. The account to them. Hey, this is your account. Start managing it. Put your money there. You can max fund it. You can maintain the same premium. And the more money you put in there, the more cash value you grow in your policy. So at that point, it's something most people believe it's only about that. It's not about that. It's about you planning for the legacy, keeping that legacy. And if, for instance, if I have two girls, I have a plan for them, which anybody, even if I pronounce what I have as coverage, if you kill me, you will never have access to that money. You see, you will kill me, you will never have access to that money. But guess what? My children will never suffer. There are two. I was born poor. It was not my fault. But after getting this knowledge, if I die poor, I made a decision in my life. If I die poor, it should be my error. It should be my fault. And our main goal is to stop GoFundMe in our community, because come to think of it, you go to GoFundMe, you go to a funeral, they say contribute this amount, contribute this amount, contribute this amount, contribute this amount. Now, when they contribute, what happened to that guy? What happened? He was a medical doctor. He was a pharmacist. He was an IT guru. He was all of that. Where has the money gone to? I will ask somebody on one of our audience to check 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 1. 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 1. It started from the Bible. There, this lady cried to Elisha. The husband died, and the master came to collect her 2 sons as slaves in place of the debt the husband was owing him. Back home, when your brother dies, when somebody passes away, guess what? The family will come, somebody will come, the Njangi group that the person was in. What do they come to do? He borrowed this amount of money and he has to pay back, right? Do you think America is left out?
No.
No.
We're going to talk about something I just remember right now. And please, I really want you to talk about this. I attended a seminar one time, and this lady the speaker actually touched on something that made me feel like, I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is about the probate court.
How?
Can you tell us what the probate court is all about?
Most of us know about criminal court, right?
Yeah.
We know about divorce court,
yeah,
right? And divorces there and there. We don't know that something exists. Like, I was heading to it before you stopped me. The probate court, your community, we pass through it back home. When the Njangi people come to collect that debt, guess what? That's probate court. That's probate. And the probate court is a court system whereby they set aside to manage your estate while you are away. Most of us go to the hospital and we say, the hospital will cover the debt. But guess what? You are putting your family in misery. That's the number one reason. And when you go through, when your assets are all your bank accounts, your properties, whether you have properties everywhere. Okay, this is how the probate court process works. When you pass away, if you have a will, guess what? That will, if you have somebody who can take care of your properties, then the court will designate that person to represent you within that property, to take care of your property. A bond will be set aside. It's just like an insurance to make sure that nothing happens to your property. And when they set that bond, nothing happens. They should not do anything. They should not sell your properties, nothing. Nobody has access to it. Such that if anything happens to it, then the insurance will cover it, as we talked about insurance. Then they will not locate all your property. You are dead. They will locate all your properties. When they locate all your properties, now they determine the value at the time you are dead. If you had houses everywhere in all the states and or wherever you are, bank accounts that you have, those are all your assets. Then guess who they notify? If we're owing somebody, yeah. If it is the 911 that came and pick you, because we don't know how we are going to die.
That's true.
We don't know. You can say you don't have any debt, but you don't know how you are going to die. Then 911 came and picked you up. Then you went to the ICU. That ICU bill is off your medical health insurance. Your health insurance can take care of other little bills. But you being in ICU, how much does it cost a day? Then if they had to refer you to a specialist, all of that, the bills will pile up. Those are your assets. Those are your bills.
Make sure all these bills are paid before.
Now, in the course of all this going through, all your accounts are frozen. Which accounts are frozen? Your checking account, your saving account, your CDs, your certificate of deposit. If you have money in your retirement accounts like 401k, ROA, and other like, they are frozen. You have money in your stock market. What will tell you, Toride, if your wife doesn't know the passcode to your stock market account, that's the end of that account, right?
Damn.
I mean, that's just natural.
Yeah.
If your family doesn't know the passcode to your stock market, everybody say, we don't know how we're going to die.
That's true.
We don't know. But how have you prepared for the unforeseen? Apart from going to church to pray to God, when we pray, we don't take action, God will not help you. So even the college fund, that's what we call IRS 529, that was meant for junior or for princess, is also frozen. Your wife will swap the card, it will not go through.
Wow.
And some people say, I will go to a trust, I will set up a trust. But how many of us have knowledge about trust? Let's start from somewhere that we know about all of this. We start educating our community, and that's the main goal. It doesn't mean you have to be with me, you have to come, but if you need more information, I'm readily available. And when they pay all your descendants property, like you had 10,000 in your checking account, you have 20,000 in your saving, your stock market, you had 50,000. Then they locate all your debts. Your creditors came, they declared all your doctor, the specialist you met, the 911, all those fees that you had. Even when you just got here, you went to the hospital. They say the hospital, after 7 years, it goes off your record. Who told you? It doesn't. Then if you go now, you don't file taxes for $1, $2 you made in your bank account. You have to file that all those accounts has to come out. Then they will pay all those debts from those accounts that you have. But the only 2 accounts that don't touch,
that probate doesn't touch.
That probate doesn't go through. It's protected. That money is protected there. Is index annuities and life insurance.
Index annuities and life insurance.
Yes.
Before we talk about those two, how, if someone who is watching this video right now wants to reach out to you, where can they find you on social media? And what is the telephone number or the email, or what is the website?
My website is right there, Agile LSC. Just type my name, Defoba Agile LSC. You can set anywhere. I have Facebook page. I have my own website. My company, I own a company called Agile LSC. I did Agile just build, define, and release entrepreneurs. I also train entrepreneurs, young people, to share this, because Pascal alone cannot share this information. We need other people. There are people to already know that I don't know.
That's true.
So we get a one-on-one. I get a free training. I've contracted with course providers, but you need to be an insurance agent. You need to do what? Go through a test. You need to be authorized by the state to do that. And we help people to both on the property. We subsidize it. It's a $200 cost, but I subsidize it to be $29 for you to take that course. Then I hand you over to the state, just like a registered nurse will go to school, pay the school loan with the school. Then before you take your NCLEX or you take your board exam, you have to pay a fee to the state to get that license. You apply for your license to get your what we call nursing license degree. Then the same with the insurance. We are authorized to operate by the state, and I'm licensed in over 30 states. So our business is diverse. I have people everywhere. Where you are found in America, and we are extended to Canada, Puerto Rico. Not if you are in Cameroon or you are somewhere, no. Or you are in Nigeria, no, we cannot cover you at that point in time. But guess what? We are ready to get young people to get passive stream of income, just giving this education. And how is it? You don't have to get any degree. You don't have to go through any student loan. You don't have to go through any stress. It's 2 days course. You get it, you're done.
Wow. You talked earlier about 2 policies that the probate court doesn't touch. It was life insurance and what? Was it
Annuities.
life insurance?
Yeah.
Life insurance and annuities. I think
Yes.
you talked already about life insurance.
Yes.
Can you talk, throw some light on annuities?
Annuities are just buckets. Retirement people, most people set up annuities to cater for them in case they live longer. You know that life expectancy is, people live longer now. At first, we had 72. Life expectancy was 72 years. But now it has gone up to 75, 78. People live longer due to the development of science. Now, annuities and possibly life insurance is to prepare for that period for your retirement.
Okay.
Our retirement, I don't expect people to retire and go back. How many people, wherever you work, how many people have retired and come back to work? How many? A lot. You see 70 years, 72, 75 years, clocking and clocking out the same.
Yep.
What happened to their retirement bucket that they set, or their job set up for them? Because that retirement plan, you don't pay tax at the beginning. You pay taxes only when you get it will you prefer to pay tax on the seed or on the harvest?
Oh.
And the harvest is your entire, and there's no time soon that taxes are going to be lower. We don't even know your tax bracket. I don't know your tax bracket, Toride. I don't even know my tax bracket either. But it can change anytime. But if business owners create an account called the index annuities, you can put any lump sum there. Those are plans, or you can transfer some of your retirement to that. Those are qualified plans, whereby it can save you more. It grows you. It's an index. It means you don't lose a dime that you put in there. It maintains your income, supplemental income. Toride, tomorrow you are taking breakfast at your retirement in Akum in Bamenda. You are taking breakfast or lunch in Dubai. You are taking dinner in Tokyo. That's how we want to get our retirement. And you enjoy with your grandkids. But guess what we do? At our retirement, we still go back to work. And what happened to the retirement bucket we're setting up? Is because we did not understand. We had the goals to retire very wealthy, but we did not have a plan for it. So I want to encourage, educate our community. Pascal is here, and our great team, we are there to assist you. Set up a plan for that your goal, for your retirement. And our goal is not to let you retire poor. But I will not elaborate so much on that annuities and life insurance because I want that person, if you're interested, you want to know more, get in touch with us, then we'll give you an in-depth of how annuity works, how you can do it. It's not, there are certain annuities. If you are paying from your pocket, there's money you have already paid taxes on, then you don't have to pay tax on the annuity. But if you are paying from a bucket that is a tax-deferred account that they did not tax it earlier on, you have to pay taxes on it when you are withdrawing it. So, but guess what? It grows you 8% interest. We are taking from statistics of past 20 years, performance of those accounts. So what, and you have bonus, 30% bonus. Those are better ways for business owners, employees who want to retire wealthy. Tell me, who has ever retired wealthy in America? Nobody. The retirement plan, is it the best way? We need to think out of the bucket. We need to think from our comfort zone. Create another opportunity for us. Keep your options open. Because our people believe the only way to make money is to clock in and clock out. That's not. So, and and I can coin from one of my great inspirator, Muke. He is a great guy, a great friend of mine. He said, people are sleeping, we are thinking about them.
We are thinking for them.
Thinking about their future. I mean,
I'm just trying to expand it. We think about them, we think for them.
And that is my goal. Because what am I worried? Hey, this person will have a cheaper insurance with the best coverage. Am I not thinking about somebody? But somebody will think that Pascal is making money out of me. No. But come, let me give you the education. Then we work on it. We go through it. So that's just it.
Wow. So can you give them your phone number? So any person.
Okay, my number is 214 462 5790.
Can someone write that on the comment section? 214 462
5790.
Let me see if I can just do that.
And please text me and indicate where you are, because I receive a lot of calls. If you want to, text me and indicate where you got the information and how you got it. 462 5790. So, Toride, I wanted to ask something about our children. When you talk to somebody, hey, I have a retirement plan. But what if you start planning for your kid's retirement at when immediately that child is born, 15 days? They are not working. But guess what? You start planning for them for the rest of their life.
Okay.
They will always remember you, think about you.
Okay.
That's where we start thinking beyond the box.
Okay.
By the time the child is wedding, you say, baby girl, this is a wedding gift. You give them a life insurance.
Someone asked a question.
Yes.
And if I don't take the, because they're already texting me, I need to take. Is it, do you make more money selling insurance or buying insurance? They just want to, I don't even know why.
I make money in both. Okay, let me give him this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is we help families.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This I'm talking beyond the box for it, but I will say it.
Mm-hmm.
Banks own life insurance.
Okay.
Okay. When I create an account for you,
Mm-hmm.
which is a life insurance account,
Mm-hmm.
this particular type of life insurance that grows
Mhm.
tax-free, it works with the market. That's the index.
Mm-hmm.
You make from the past 20 years performance of that account has been 9 or 8.2%, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you make 8.2%, it means you are making money, right?
Yeah.
While you have an account.
Yep.
Then you understand how the account works. You educate Toride.
Mm-hmm.
Toride, there's an account like this. So instead of the companies giving all the 10% to the client, they give you 2%
Mm-hmm.
just because you have educated. They take part of the 10%,
Mm-hmm.
give to you, just 2% of it, give to you as the agent.
Mm-hmm.
And how much did you invest in becoming an agent? $100,
Mm-hmm.
not up to.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest, the client or your customer you brought starts making money
Mm-hmm.
from that account you created for them.
Mm-hmm.
Then the insurance company now compensates you
Mm-hmm.
for educating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Create that account. You get paid. And let me tell you, insurance company and real estate, insurance is the highest. If you can Google it, you can find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance agents who know what they do,
Mm-hmm.
who are out there to create value, not profit,
Mm-hmm.
make more money. And how do you create value? We have 2 types of people, 4 types of people
Mm-hmm.
who work. We have employee
Mm-hmm.
and self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
They are based on active income. These are job sites.
Yep.
If you don't open this shop, nobody will enter it, right?
That's true.
Will you make money?
Nope.
You are self-employed, right?
Yep.
Good. That's a good start, though.
Mm-hmm.
But we have employees. If you don't go clock in, you will not make money, right?
That's true.
Will you sleep home and make money?
No.
No, you can't sleep home and make money.
Mm-hmm.
So you clock in to pay the bills and do all of that. Then that becomes active income. But people with a growth mindset,
Mm-hmm.
people with a vision,
Yeah.
create what we call passive income, not active income.
Okay.
They are called business owners and investors. And being a business owner, you deal with people, you create a system. And as your system involves people, you see people work for you. They create value. Because you are creating a value with a community. We are people.
Mm-hmm.
When you create that value,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? You have passive income. You can be sleeping and your money is still working for you.
Okay.
You can be sleeping and you still make money. You can take that money and invest now in real estate. You can take that money and invest in stock wherever you are. But this is what our community do.
Mm-hmm.
They are based on active income,
Mm-hmm.
particularly those who are employees. They make small money, go and put it in big houses and cars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they are bad.
Yeah.
When they go back home to Nigeria, Cameroon, everywhere, wherever they are going,
Mm-hmm.
they come back, stocks are down or houses are down.
Mm.
Now they have to work themselves out to either pay the mortgage. That's why you see many people falling off. Then the next blame is that my uncle, I drank some one palm wine with my uncle. My uncle is not wishing me well. My mother, my stepmom
He asked for money. I did not give him.
not give. So all of that because you did not plan. And Pascal and the team are here. Agile LSC is here to help you plan for that retirement.
Yeah.
You have that goal to set. Make you achieve it within the shortest possible time, within the step. So to answer him, insurance, I make money on both sides.
Okay. So so not just you, any person who's selling insurance is making money, and any person who is buying is
Because
making.
I'm on both sides. I'm
Yeah.
saying me
No,
because I
the
give
reason I don't want
I'm
to,
part of
I
it.
don't want to make it you is because I want to get them to understand that,
Yeah.
because you are training others also.
Yeah, of course.
To you
I
like
tr-
what you do.
Yeah.
So everyone can do what you do. It's not just about you.
Everybody.
It's about our community.
If you can give medication to somebody
Someone-
that take this in the morning, take this in the afternoon, take this in the evening,
Mhm.
you can give the medication of financial education to anybody. Do put this here, put this. If you can talk, I say how you can do it.
Okay.
You are not selling insurance.
So
why we based on education? We are not selling it because when you are selling it, it sounds like a lot of marketing, but this education we are giving to our community. I want that tomorrow. I'm passing through downtown Dallas or Minneapolis. Guess what? This building belongs to Sacco.
Amen.
This Sacco's Junior's
like,
building.
I want to build a really big building somewhere
And
around I-30 where there's going to be a Toride logo.
Okay, at that point, how did that begin?
Yeah.
Having our mindset twisted towards what? Investing in our kids. And how do you start grooming that? Yes, we have gone past that level that we can get to that level, but we can make our family get to that point. How do we get our family to that point? First, understand money, understand how it works, and understand how to make money work for you. When you understand that, they don't teach our children in school. Pass it down to your children. How do you pass it down to your children? Have money conversation with your kids.
Kids, yeah.
Let them know the difference between a good debt and a bad debt. And my kids, I give them a condition before we go out for ice cream. Guess what? We must play Monopoly. You know the game of Monopoly, right?
I know that.
That's one of the oldest games, right? When your kids grew up with that Monopoly mindset
of buying properties here and
making sure you are buying property that will not affect
in the strategic places.
In strategic places that you will not. My little daughter, they are the first to wake me up, Daddy, can we play Monopoly? Because they want something from me.
Yeah.
But that's already making them. And before she sells our house to me or to the siblings, she will make sure, will I fall into this trap and I will get bankrupt?
Yeah.
Or I will just do it. Or am I buying this property because I saw my sister buy it? Or because I want to prove that I'm strong? She doesn't have that mind. And that's what our community is going through right now. Because we have some competition among us.
By just buying properties because
not property, just moving to a home when you are not ready. Then you start stalking. You don't end up not sleeping in that home. You sleep in a job to pay the mortgage. And what is the problem? Because we lack that financial education. It doesn't cost. Just get a one-on-one. We can educate you. You have the goals to buy a home. But guess what? We can let you know. You understand, when you understand money, you understand how money works, and you understand how to make money work for you. That's your responsibility. When you understand that your responsibility, you will never, when you want to buy a property, you pay cash. When you want to buy anything, you will pay cash. Because guess what? Warren Buffett says it. Make money, but never lose money. Rule number one.
Wow. Boss, I intend to, you said something about a real estate agent or real estate, and I intend to, because what we plan to do for Toride is have these conversations. We feel like our community needs to be educated by people like you, by our real estate agents, by our nurses and all of that. So before people start making decisions, they know what they're getting themselves into.
Outstanding.
I think our next sit down, I want to have a real estate. Yeah. So it's going to be a conversation about insurance and real estate and how we can actually work together as a community to get things better. Is there any question? Is there anything you wanted us to talk about? Maybe that I did not bring up?
I would just say we are in a community, we should believe in ourselves because you did not ask about my challenges I face. Why?
That is true.
You did not ask because our people don't believe in us.
Mhm.
But we want to change our mindset. We have
Mhm.
most of I know of many of our brothers and sisters out there having businesses,
Mhm.
and they come to me. I come to them. I go to them.
Mhm.
We work like a team. We need to work as a team.
Team. Yeah.
And my main goal is to create a brokerage company, which I
Mhm.
need some of our business, those who are already deep into business.
Yeah.
We can think of a partnership where we can come together,
Yeah.
create an insurance agency,
Mhm.
even a company, or we can say an agency where you can be able to work with numerous carriers.
Yeah.
Everybody, we give discount
Yep.
to our community members because they don't understand. There are two types of insurance.
Mhm.
There's non-standard and standard.
Yeah.
When we get experts like us who are in the insurance world,
Mhm.
we come back to it. Let's believe in our brothers and sisters. Let's
Sisters.
believe in ourselves.
Mhm.
Because what we do, some people will see that is not really important,
Mhm.
but the lives have changed within the 2 years I've been in this industry.
Mhm.
I'm super proud of myself.
Wow.
I'll be like a lizard. I'll
Yeah.
fall off from the roof and tap my head. I got it. For
Okay.
real, I'm super proud
Yeah.
because I've changed people's life.
Mhm.
I've made them put money in their pocket,
Mhm.
put money in their bank accounts, or in
Mhm.
their get that protection for them
Mhm.
at any point in time.
Mhm.
And they sleep with some peace of mind. And the peace of mind is the best thing you ever have. And when you are able to offer some people's peace of mind, it's better than anything you can give to that person, no matter the amount of food you give to them.
That's true. Let's just. I think we should be wrapping up. We're at 1 hour 16 minutes. I don't want it. I never
Yeah.
wanted it to go more than. So we'll just go through some comments. I'll read a few comments and then you tell me what you think in
Yeah.
a few words.
Yeah.
My brother Abamu Kongdi. If the entire community becomes insurance sales agents, who will they now be selling to? Now, this is a guy who's a real estate agent. So my question also to him is, if
If
everybody
everybody
becomes
becomes real
a real
estate, hey,
estate
we are not
agent,
saying becoming an insurance agent doesn't mean you leave your job.
yeah,
You can work spare time, just educating somebody, your coworker. Hey, I have this opportunity.
mhm,
While you are working with that coworker, I mean,
okay,
during your break room.
yeah,
So we are not saying everybody. We need the doctors, we need the nurses, we need
yeah,
everybody.
mhm,
But we are not saying everybody should become. But get that license, make an extra stream of income. We are not saying you should become an insurance agent overnight or leave what you are doing.
mhm,
But that's passive income.
yeah,
You sleep even the day you don't feel like going to work, where you
mhm,
don't clock in, you don't make money.
mhm,
But guess what? If you had that, you lay on your phone, you tell you text Toride,
mhm,
or instead of going to TikTok or
mhm,
Instagram, all of that,
mhm,
you just text it. Hey, there's something I want to tell you about.
mhm,
You use that 2 minutes, 5 minutes, instead of gossiping about your brother,
mhm,
you educate, or gossiping about one of your coworkers,
mhm,
gossiping about somebody else.
mhm,
You educate somebody. The best next step he can take.
mhm.
Then money enters your pocket.
Wow.
We did not ask you to leave your job.
Mhm,
I did not leave my job until June. I was working there. I was making over 100,000
mhm,
as insurance agent.
mhm,
Before I left my job, I was still in the job. I was there 2019. I
mhm,
left my job in 2022.
mhm,
Can you think about that?
mhm,
So at that point, it's not an issue of leaving your job.
mhm.
But if you see that, why are we in America?
That's true.
To look for money, right?
That's true.
If you see, I see that there's more money here, why should I keep doing what I'm
Doing the
doing?
other- yeah.
Where I remain broke.
America itself says time is money.
Time is money.
Let us take another comment. I think to succeed in any network marketing initiative, you need to have good recruiting and training skills. The success lies in the recruiting more agents and training them on how to recruit. I think that was just a statement.
That's a statement. Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to train your people. That's why I said you
Mhm,
build a system. As a
mhm,
business owner, you
mhm,
build a system. And
mhm,
that system means people.
mhm,
You create that people, you instill a value in those people
mhm.
that they should look for value. And
Yeah.
most people go in there and fail because they want quick money. And now they don't want to build people to become independent. They create what we call, they want immediate revenue.
Yeah.
They want immediate cash.
Yeah.
But when you forget about the cash issue,
Mm-hmm.
you start building value,
Yeah.
training the people, getting close to them. Not only about coming close to people because of the business, but going into their personal life, being involved in their personal life, being like a family. And let me tell, I like that comment.
Yeah,
but at that point, most people, last night I had a meeting with my team. Most people come up, they say, buy leads, buy leads, buy leads. When you buy leads, I'm talking here as an African. The leads that come to you are the other communities. When you come with your energy, African energy and accent, they cut off that phone. When they cut off that phone, guess what? You bought the lead, you have lose that money, then you don't have the client, you have lose double. Secondly, when they say buy lead, why should I ask you to read it to buy lead when I can do that lead and do it myself? Who doesn't like money?
Really, that's true.
For real, if those leads were really real leads, who doesn't like money? I would have bought those leads. I would have taken the leads myself instead of selling them to you.
Yeah. So, Dan, Agent Dan just wanted to correct something. He made the comment of if everyone is actually selling, who is going to buy because of what you were saying. I don't think we really need to go into that anymore. Let us take another comment. By the way, Chilion Tabe, thank you very much for that statement. DJ King says, "Who should be an agent and who should buy? Can you please make this clear? Not every business is for everyone.
I said,
who should be an agent? Who should buy?
Anybody can be an agent. You can be I already made that point here. I told you about the banks giving that client all the 10. You go directly to the carriers, to the companies, you get their policy, or you get somebody, you refer somebody. They go get it. Instead of the banks giving them 10, they give them 8, then they pay you 2%. So you can be only the agent, but how can you sell shoes without putting on shoes? So you can be an agent and a client. You can decide to be only a client. You are making your 8%, your interest from, you're accumulating your cash from your policy, from that account that you use. That's your retirement you are saving there. That's a kids' college you are setting up right there. It's not about you must become an agent. We are not saying people should come, but at the same time, if you want to refer somebody to me, fine. In Texas, referral bonus is $25. But what if you did it yourself and you get paid $2,000?
Wow.
Which one is better?
Wow.
And you take just 2 days to get the course. You don't have to pay any fees anywhere. So that's why we are encouraging. We are not saying everybody should become agents. We are encouraging people to get to know what is there. And it's not only about selling, it's self-education too. Self-personal development. When you get into those aspects, you understand it, you pass it on down to your kids. Their kids become more intelligent, more smart. They will not make the decisions you are making, the errors. We have made errors in our lives. And when I got to this country, I was taking car note from one car, use a car for 6 months, and take another one, use a car. Before my mind came, I was helping to swell somebody's bank account. Right now, I just decided to go and buy a car cash. Guess what? I make sure it takes me. It's not about the fanciness of the car, no matter how much, because I understand. Though sometimes you need some comfort, but don't go into debt because you want to get comfort. That's what the education we are giving to our community.
Well, I think I want to say a big thank you also to Lutanda Sie. So when you asked the question of I think it was
1,000.
Yeah, the 1,000. He actually put up the answer. He said 500.
Okay, he said 500.
Yeah, he said 500 because
it's not 500.
It's supposed to be 750.
It's 750. So if I would have sent him a gift right now, I would have sent him a gift.
Does a package with a low premium cover all the aspects of insurance like health and life? So I think what this person is trying to ask is based on what we were talking about. the premiums are expensive. I think the premiums should be the high end packages, right?
Premiums are the same. That's I told you.
Mhm.
Premiums are determined by how much coverage you have.
You have, yeah.
And health insurance is different from life insurance,
Okay.
except you can add some riders into it called accidental death
Mhm.
benefit. If you accidentally have any certain things, you can add your children benefit rider.
Mhm.
If your child passes away, they
Mhm.
pay some money. You
Mhm.
add that child to that policy, but without which you need to get a health coverage, which we can cover that for another day because I'm also health licensed.
Mhm.
We can cover that. Most jobs offer health insurance. But what if you're a business owner, you don't have a job? How do you get it? That's how we help most of those our business owners who are self-employed. Guess what? That's how they go get their own. We can assist them get coverage with the best possible rate. Health insurance and life insurance, there are two buckets that you need to work on them separately to an extent.
Boss, can we make it make the next appointment? I wish you can just come here once every month, so we talk about new topics, because there's a lot I feel like we need to talk about, but then we don't have that
Oh,
time. We cannot keep people here for the next 2 hours. We're already
we
at 1
appreciate
hour
all of
30
them.
minutes.
But anyway,
Mhm.
there's this story day, right?
Yeah.
Story day can last as long as it can.
Yeah. So
So,
let's try to sit at least once a month and talk about these things, because, like you said, it's about building our community, and
of
that is
course,
what
and
really
that's my
it's all
goal.
about.
That's my goal. I appreciate you for this opportunity. And my goal is for our community to have a better lifestyle, have a
Mhm.
better retirement,
Mhm.
retire and take care of their kids, of their grandkids, travel the
Mhm.
world
Mhm.
instead of going back to work. Some people will say, I want to retire back home, but the kids you are developing here,
Mhm.
the buildings you are having back home, guess
Mhm.
what? Those kids will never see it. Yeah, you will go back there. That's it. Build first here, maintain them here, build a route here, then you go back home. That's a retirement, be a retirement home. Tori, there's a story. When I was a teacher, in Cameroon,
Mhm.
when you graduate from ENS, they keep you for some time.
Then they give you the
Grulo. Okay, my family said, let me go and build a house back in the village. I asked myself, I'm renting in Bamenda.
Mhm.
What the hell should I go and build a
You
house in
have
a
to
village?
village.
Who will be living
Who
there
be
while I'm
living?
paying
You
rent in
paying
Bamenda?
rent?
Those were dumb decisions that they wanted us, but that's why I said, don't build a house because you want to satisfy somebody.
Mhm.
Build a house, do something that you feel that your immediate family will benefit from it.
Mhm.
So I decided to build a home in Bamenda. I was staying there and going to work. I
Mhm.
stopped paying rent. And I was planning, before this crisis came, I said, I'll even be a better house than the one I would have built before when I started, because I got the grounds. I started protecting my immediate family,
Mhm.
make sure I wash my face and my belly before going to my back.
Wow.
So at that point, I don't see any reason why somebody should say, I'm investing back home with hotels. You have kids here. If anything happens, you are not able to work anymore. Those houses back home will not come and get you here. We are not saying it's a bad thing, but the timing. Get with us, we educate you what is the next step you can take. Most of us do that just out of ignorance, um, not because we really want to do it,
Mhm.
just because my parents asked me to go and build house because they wanted to be proud that my child has this building, not because actually you get
That
something
is
from
what's
it.
important.
So maintain your family here,
Mhm.
keep them well in case something happens to you. They still maintain their lifestyle that they have,
Mhm.
and you should be proud while in the grave that you left a legacy for your family, and that's our goal, that we are educating family. And I appreciate you for contributing to this and letting me express this to our community. It is something most people they shun away from me. They believe or other, but I have a lot of great people, minds, who are making millions of dollars. They are becoming millionaires in our community, in our faces. We dine with them every second. But in the past 5 years, how many people did you see in our community that were millionaires? Because the insurance industry is the richest industry, is the most lucrative industry. Believe it or not, it will never go up or down. It all keeps going up. Real estate will go down one time, like 2008, the real estate market crashed. People went off business, right?
Mhm.
Houses prices go down sometimes. Now, the APR for houses is about 6-7%. How many people buy houses now because of the APR? Now, if you had real estate debt, but the mortgage and all of that, the prices, but we are not saying it's a bad thing. Everything has their own highs and low. But choose a part, get a part, invest in something that has a permanent part, because insurance companies are maintained, are protected by the State Guarantee Association. No insurance company ever will go insolvent. The state will take over, or another company will buy them over.
Wow.
Just like the Silicon Bank right now, it's gone insolvent. That's it. Nobody will buy it over. But with insurance, when they discover that this insurance company is having issue, another one will come up. You will never hear. From Great Depression, 1929, Great Depression, most companies, Walt Disney and all of those people that survived, McDonald's, all of them, they survived all those Great Depression because they put their money in life insurance, in insurance that grows them cash value.
Wow, boss, thank you very, very much for today. We hope to have you here another day. My biggest wish is to have you and my brother Dan Defonia. He's a realtor. And
I would like to get with him.
He's doing great also.
Tell him
it's not even going to be a debate. It's going to be conversations, because we want to have these conversations, get our people to understand where they're supposed to stand, how they're supposed to stand, and all of that. Man, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Ride. I appreciate your time and energy. We are like a team, and we are helping to build our community. That's our goal.
Definitely. Guys, for those who are watching, thank you very, very much for your time. Please don't forget to leave us comments. Let us know what we did good. Let us know what we did not do good. Most importantly, follow him on all social media platforms. If you have your questions, his number is somewhere in the video. Right now, it's on the screen. Give him a call, send him a WhatsApp message or something. You want to follow him? His website is
agilelc.com. That's Agile, AGILE, stroke Ndifoba. You can just type my last name, Ndifoba. Then it will pop up all my websites. You can schedule a non-complimentary appointment with me. Just one click, it will just come to me. You set your date and time. I'll go through my calendar and see when we can set up a calendar. Calendar link. Then I just need your email. I don't need your number. Then we set up a non-complimentary appointment. We'll make a financial need analysis. We'll see what you need, what are your goals, financial plans, where do you plan of investing, and pulling up for your children. That's all we need.
Life made easy, guys.
Life made easy.
Follow him on social media. Get his phone number. It's on the screen. Give him a call or send him a text message. Let us continue to build. We need a better community, and the only way we can do this is if me and you we get to work. Now, the small through that I've got time for today.
That was cool, though.